Hey guys, today I'll be talking about the worrying aspect of maladaptive daydreaming, especially when you're caught moving your body or having body movements as a maladaptive daydreamer. Like you may be talking to yourself in the street, or talking to yourself in your room, and then all of a sudden, like parents open the room. So what do you do? Actually, the best thing to do is to not try to over-explain yourself because you already know that they will not understand, right? So the more you explain yourself, the more you are giving yourself a lot of frustration and anger, and the more you really feel that no one listens to you. So when you are caught in this moment or in this embarrassing moment, don't try to over-explain yourself because the more you over-explain it, the more you get frustrated, and the more you get frustrated, the more you distance yourself from them. The best thing to do is don't say a thing or just make fun of it. Like, don't make it a big deal that you have to over explain to them that, hey, I don't want to do this, because they will see that you are panicking, or they might even laugh at you, like, hey, what are you doing? So even if they laugh at you because of what you're doing, don't take it to heart that they are ridiculing you. No, just know that they may not understand what you're going through, especially because this is something which is not talked about on national TV. So the fact that they may not understand, they may see you as weird for doing this. So even if they get you and then they see you as weird, don't internalize the aspect that they see you as weird. You're not weird. You're just your body is just using some aspects, some normal aspects in your life as a coping mechanism for the stress and anxiety. That's simple. So don't internalize the fact that they they catch you and they catch you when you are doing this body movement, or don't internalize the embarrassment when it comes to it, but just see it as a normal thing, and you are not weird, and don't feel so ashamed because of it. So instead of feeling ashamed when they catch you, just act as if nothing happened, or just laugh when they try and ask you what's this. It's nothing. Just you can just tell them it's nothing, because unless they understand, and they can understand, just tell them it's nothing. I'm just doing my own thing, and slowly by slowly, when they catch you doing this, they'll just know that so and so is doing their own thing. Yeah, because the more you try to over explain yourself and they don't understand, the more everyone is getting frustrated. The more they will also ask you many questions, because something about over explaining is it has some element of guilt. When you try to over explain yourself because of something, it shows some element of being defensive or being guilty or ashamed. But when you just keep quiet with it, no one will ask you a question. They might ask you a question, you just keep quiet. They ask you a question again, just keep quiet. Slowly by slowly, you'll not be bothered by their action. And when you're not bothered by the action, of course you'll feel much better. Same thing, like you might be walking on the street and then other people are seeing you talking to yourself. Don't worry about them. Don't bother so much about how they perceive you. Just focus more on how you perceive yourself. Perceive what you do as just a coping mechanism. Like, you're not a weirdo for doing this. It's just a coping mechanism, and that's just more like it. It's not you. It's a coping mechanism which, for now, you cannot control. Does it make sense? Like, it's a coping mechanism which you cannot control for now. It will reach a point where you can manage it, but for now you cannot control it. Just see it that way. When you see it that way, not see yourself as a weirdo, because even them, the people who are just seeing you, they have their own coping mechanism. It can be overworking or doing dangerous activities. It can be toxic relationships. It can be binge eating, binge drinking. They may have their own coping mechanisms, but because it's a normalized coping mechanism, it's not weird. But because yours, maladaptive daydreaming, or having body movements, or making up scenarios in your head, or talking to yourself, is not a normalized coping mechanism, is what makes you feel weird. But just know that we all struggle with the same underlying issues. It can be trauma, negative beliefs, underlying emotions, or just those things we don't really face. So now yours is not a common or a coping mechanism which everyone uses, but for them they have something else. So you are a normal human being, but your coping mechanism is just different from others. Simple. So don't feel bad about it. Don't feel like a weirdo. Just know that you're a normal human being who will take control of their lives once they deal with those underlying issues. Once they deal with their trauma, you just get to the point where you don't need a coping mechanism. Hope you found that encouraging, guys. Until next time, have a nice day.